your mom, see, we know your mommy now. Mom sees is a drunkard. Ah! Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yetunde, aka YBA, and in this video we're going to be talking about the place of in-laws in marriage. If you're just stumbling on my channel for the first time, welcome. I hope you stay, I hope you subscribe, I hope you watch other videos as well. And if you're an OG, you know, a returning customer, a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all the love, and thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Now, in my last video, I told you guys that I was going to do a 3-part video to talk about in-laws in marriage. In-laws are powerful. In-laws are important. In-laws are essential. Whether it's your mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, even in some families, uncles, aunties, they're powerful people, whether you like it or not. There's a lot of history. You cannot, let me tell you, there's nothing you can do, good or bad. You cannot remove the power that someone's background has over them. You have to recognize the power. Now, sometimes it's not good power. Yes, some people come from terrible backgrounds. Their parents, what they represent to them is trauma. So when I'm saying they're powerful, I'm not just saying, oh, they have power over your marriage because they have control. No, I'm saying it's something critical. Whether you have good in-law, bad in-law, you cannot, I can't even begin to stress how important they are in your union. They will cause problems. At times they fix problems. They will cause issues. Even issues they don't know they are causing. You know how someone can be the bane of problem that you're having in your relationship, but they're not even aware because no one told them, and they think they're fine, but they don't know that you people are fighting over them. That's how important they are. They are also important because, you know, at times you need somebody, you know, to call your partner to order. Now, I do not encourage discussing your personal relationship with family. I honestly discourage it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. However, there are some things that can be going on. See, the only person you need to call is the person that gave birth to that person, because it has passed you. Yeah, that's how important in-laws are. If you're lucky, if you get very lucky and you end up with in-laws who are accepting, who are giving, who are just there for you in your union, oh, you're going to find out that in-laws are essential to your living. Look, let me tell you, grandpas and grandmas, that's free childcare right there. You can have your, when I had my kids, my mom would come, my grandma would come, my mother-in-law would come. Do you guys see what I'm saying, where I'm going with this? They're essential. My mother-in-law sends me lots of food, and I kid you not, it's not like small. Like, she sends me so much food at times, I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do with all this food? I don't have the freezer space for this food. That's how much food she sends to us. So they're essential. They make your life easy. If you're lucky, like I said, if you get good ones who are just ready to spoil you guys. I know people who it was their in-laws that paid for their wedding. Some people have good in-laws. They pay for their lives. Yes. How your marriage is going to turn out is sometimes dependent on your in-laws. And you know, a lot of times when we're saying in-laws, people usually talk about women, mother-in-law, mother-in-law. It's only mother-in-law that give people problems. Father-in-laws too. Yeah, there are some father-in-laws that do it. Brother-in-laws, oh my God. Sister-in-laws, yeah. In-law is not just your mother-in-law, because my last post, mother-in-law, mother-in-law, what is this? What do women do to you? Yes, I know women, our own can be much at times. Their father-in-laws are so overbearing, so controlling. Anyway, let me stop. We're not here to talk about bad in-laws. So what is the place of our in-laws in our union? You know, the place of the in-law varies for everyone. The points I'm going to talk about are just general points. What I know is a general thing that will work for everyone. The first thing I want to say is there has to be separation. Now, hold your horses. When I say separation, I do not mean you are going to leave your mother, or he's going to leave his mother, or you are going to leave your families and not talk to them. But when you're starting a new family, when you get married, you need structure. You need time to figure out how you want things to be. Let me tell you, before you marry, you guys can talk about everything. You've planned everything. There's planning and there's implementation. When you marry, especially the first few years, you need to implement what are our traditions going to be. How is our year going to look like? How do we plan? You know, if you've not been doing it, maybe in your relationship before, you don't do money things together, you don't do projects together. Now you want to start doing all of that. So, oh yeah, now how do we do it? There's so much to figure out. And while you're figuring it out, in-laws need to take a back seat. Yes, I said it. They need to allow you to figure out your life. In-laws, if you are watching this, sorry but not sorry. Yes, they're your kids, but you need to back off and let them live their life. They need to make mistakes, then they will figure it out. Then they will make another mistake and they will figure it out. Extend more trust to them, that they know what they're doing, that both of them know what they want. I mean, there's something they saw in each other before they married now. They didn't come and ask you. So you know what? Separation needs to happen. Mommy's boy, daddy's boy, and mommy's girl, daddy's girl. My daddy used to do this. This is how my daddy can fix shelf. Daddy, can you come and help us fix this in our house? No, stop it. Okay, mommy's boy. My mommy used to make this soup. How come it doesn't taste like mommy's own? It's not gonna taste like mommy's own. You're used to having everyone around. Now it's just two of you. If you guys, one of you has a busy life, you might be left alone a lot. I don't know what your situation is, but that does not mean that you should always close from work and go to your mommy's house first before you go home. No, cut the cord. Separation has to happen for you to be able to figure things out. So this one I want to talk about is, I feel like getting a bell to sound the alarm. You have no business saying bad things about your in-laws, ever. Look, let me take that again. Don't say bad things about your in-laws to your spouse. So my mom has done something to my husband and he doesn't really like it. Yes, he can complain to me. He should complain to me, actually. What mommy did, I don't like it. Look at how she spoke to me and I didn't mean it like that. Oh, this, that. Perfect. But him saying, your mom, see, we know your mommy now. Mom is a drunkard. No. He can call his mom a drunk and say, my mom see that is a drunk. She can't drink, but you can say it. Oh no, you can't. Do not. It's not allowed under any circumstance. If he comes to you, my sister is such a spendthrift. Oh God, she's this, she's that, she's this. Oh, sorry, babe. Well, why does Dam Lola to do like that now? I really wish she doesn't stress you out. That's what you're supposed to say. Not to say she's not just only a spendthrift. In fact, she's a stupid girl. Don't do it, guys. You can't. You could never. If you be married for 10,000 years, you can never say bad things. I mean, on a lighter note, if you and your partner are people who joke around, maybe, you joke, like when you guys are joking and then you decide to your mama yourself, how some people say your mama and then your mama. Yes. In Yoruba, we say, yeah, that's okay. But I'm saying actually say, maybe say bad things about them. No! You see, let me tell you, people are sensitive about their family. Forget it. That's the day you will know that even though they say you are part of that family, you are not yet part of that family. How dare you talk about my mama like that? How dare you talk about my mom like that? How dare you? Marriages are scattered because somebody said something they were not supposed to say about somebody's mom or dad or sister or brother or something. I am not kidding. So do not do it. Let your spouse do all the in-law bashing. He's allowed. There's nothing like it, but you call that first now. That's why I said it. Yes, That's my mom. I can call her names. You cannot, okay? Yes, you're going to have issues. Maybe they've annoyed you and you want to let out your anger, but you can be angry in a civil way. Or better still, call your friend when your partner is not there. People can do your bashing in private just to maybe let out some steam, but you cannot say those words to your partner. You can't look your partner and be like, your mom is a parrot, she talks too much. I need to stop screaming. Let's move on. Know your limits. Our marriage comes with a lot of compromise. Marriage is compromise. There's a lot every day you will compromise something. Could be your time, could be money, it could be in decision making, it could be so many things, but it is compromise. Little, big ones, little ones, could be compromising on, okay, I need to pick your mom up from the park or from the airport, all right, let me stay back, so you can do this, something small. It could be, mommy wants us to find out something here in New York, and okay, I have to go and do it. You're gonna make space. That is what you do for people you love. That's what you do for someone you love. If you're not doing it for your mother-in-law, you're doing it for their kid who you're married to, who you love. So when you love someone, you make space for them. However, it's just like in every relationship. If you're in a relationship where all you do is always accommodating someone, always making space, or you end up stretching yourself so thin, and one day, do you know what happens to rubber, an elastic band? When you pull it, it keeps going. It's so taut. What will happen? It's either going to snap and break, or it's going to pull back and hit you in the hand. So yes, it's the same way. You are supposed to accommodate your in-laws, but you're not supposed to over accommodate them. You're not supposed to overdo anything for them. Yes, you're supposed to be nice to them. They can come to your house, they can come visiting. At times, some end up living with you for one reason or the other, maybe just for a period, or maybe they're in transit. You can do that, but you have to have limits. Know your limits, set them, and you guys should talk about it. It's what conversation, communication cannot be overemphasized in marriage. Every time it comes up, you have to know your limits, you have to set it. And when you set it, you have to inform your partner of the limit you have set. Don't set it in your mind and say, no, somebody cannot come and live with us for more than 2 weeks. But does your partner know that? Are they aware? Or is only you that you think you need to be aware? No, you have to tell them. If your in-law expects you to pound yam, and you're not a yam pounder, you don't even know how to pound the yam. Hello? You need to let them know, Mommy, I don't know how to pound yam. In fact, I think you guys should set the limits together, and I think everything will be okay. My next tip is accepting differences. Now, this one is tricky. It's tricky in the sense that it's something that people say you do naturally. Oh yeah, we're different people. He doesn't like this, I don't like that. Don't believe you need to change who you are. I'm sorry. Yes, I said it. Do you need to compromise once in a while? Yes, you have to. If you don't know how to compromise, you can't get married. Forget it. It's not going to work. However, you have to be able to retain a sense of self. So in knowing your differences, you already know maybe their family, every Christmas, they like to be eating pounded yam. Right? But that's not your jam. But maybe it's a once in a year affair. Can you compromise on that and just accept the pounded yam for the one time in a year? Or is it something that you cannot compromise on? Time will come where you have to choose the things you want to compromise on. I'm not here to tell you that. Your situation is going to let you know what you can leave and the ones you cannot leave. However, you have to be able to accept differences. There are homes where some in-laws where there's certain things they just expect, from their kids, and by extension, you. And now, maybe where you come from your background, it's foreign to you. You're not expecting to do all these things. I expect your partner to have told you all these things. These are some of the things that while you're courting, honestly, if you know you can't do it, you should probably just say it. And probably maybe not have married them if it is a big thing. But if it's not such a big thing, you need to decide whether you're going to do it or not. So you have to walk around its differences. accept differences, okay? The truth is, I think that mentally you actually have to go with the mind of acceptance. They're not supposed to control your life, but you have to understand that there's things that are going to be different in certain places for certain people, and it's okay. You might not be like anybody in your spouse's family. That's okay too. Once you are able to own it and you're confident in who you are and you accept them for who they are as well, I think everything should be okay. So don't force it. In my last video, I think I did a lot of person wey go like you, person wey no go like you, no go like you. Maybe they just have instant dislike for something you represent to them, or how you look, or I don't know, maybe you're just not their choice, or who they would want their child to end up with. And honestly, I believe that's okay. Look at your life right now, even as a single person. At work, does everybody like you? You, Seth, do you like everybody? You don't. Everyone does not have to like you. It's really nice and great when your in-laws love you or like you even. But if they don't, yes, it makes things a bit more uncomfortable, but it's okay. Don't force things. Because it's in the process of forcing things. I must make sure she likes me. You do things, you compromise so much of yourself. You end up in sticky situations because you're trying to get them to like you. And frankly, you lose respect. At times, it's not all of them that won't like you. It might be one particular sibling that doesn't like you. That's okay, okay? If that person doesn't like you, focus on the people that like you. If your father-in-law doesn't like you, but your mother-in-law loves you, focus on mom. Leave that, okay? You still have to be civil. It's not by force. See, this life is not supposed to be this hard. Yes, you have to try. There are standard things you do. Of course, you should check on them. You should call them. You should pay visits and all of the good stuff we do for family. But you don't need to force friendship with anybody. So people have gotten into physical fights with their in-laws. Why? Because you're trying to force somebody into something they're not interested in. You can't force somebody to like you. Sometimes some relationships don't develop on time. It develops very slowly. You need to give that relationship time to develop. There's no need for you to force it. Like I said, person will go like you, go like you. Person will not go like you, there's nothing you can do. They won't like you. And that's okay. It's not you, it's them. There's something you represent that they don't like. And there's nothing you can do about it. Because except you go to their brain to rewire that thing, there honestly isn't anything you can do. So you just be civil and you move on. My final tip for the place of your in-laws in your life is they don't come first. I'm going to say it again for the people at the back. They don't come first. Your relationship with your partner comes first. Put your relationship. See, even when you are fighting, you have to put your relationship first. When things are good between you and your in-laws, your relationship comes what? First. When someone gets married, their partner is now their priority. It's as simple as that. And work for some time. Nobody wants to, no partner. How can you've tied your life to someone forever, and then every day you're made to feel like the second-class citizen. At this juncture, I want to talk to the in-laws too. You're no longer number one in their life. They're building this new, brand new family, this new life. And you have to let them. If you have a child or a sibling who is unable to cut the cord, you need to help them. Stay out of their relationships. Let them be able to put themselves first. Don't show up in their house all the time. It's my son's house. Mother-in-laws do this a lot. It's my son's house. It's my son. It's their house. It's him and his wife's house. Go and stay in your husband's house. Yeah, I said it. The same thing. Some fathers, especially the affluent ones. Yeah, you gifted them a house. So what? So what? Can I say that on YouTube? Okay. The moment something happens, you're like, no, I'm going to take this away. I'm going to take that away. Are you God? Have patience, okay? And I'm just going to come back now to the couple. Put yourselves first. See, no matter the place you want to put your in-laws, your relationship comes first. if your mom or your dad is making your partner uncomfortable in any way, I'm sorry, you have to side with your partner. We're going to discuss this more in my next video, but this is my final tip for the place of in-laws in a marriage. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, give your girl a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Share my videos, guys. I love it when you share it because, you know, other people get to see it. If you know somebody that needs, you know, has been a bad in-law, send them this video. You know, or if you just feel like someone is being overbearing or they don't know what to do, send them my video, okay? Let me talk to them. And I do hope you subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is YBA, and on this note, I'll be signing out. So see you next Friday.